OMFG. I mean, like, how many minks does Rick Ross got or had? You could use it as a blanket if you wanted to. If you got cold. That's what it's for. You could go to sleep in your mink if you wanted, I guess. Like, that happens sometimes. You just want to go to sleep in your clothes. You don't have a blanket really. Jeezy in a mink. Look at Jeezy's hat. He's got the mink hat. Did he? Meek. Meek's got a mink. Mink gang. Mink gang. Cameron in a mink. Pink. Cameron was famous. He had a pink mink. Uh, is this a leather jacket with a mink collar or something like that? You would call it maybe. Red one. Even got R. Kelly there on set. Big Shore Drive. We got Ross again, tuxedo out. Tuxedo. Look at this. This is a football coach, is it not? Kanye. Got someone else. Iranian the mink. Nelly. Jeezy. The verses. I like that one. Close up picture. I wonder how they got that one. Their whole setup. They had the HD. Oh, they snapped. They were snapping high quality stills in between the lives and yada yada. They had a high quality still camera set up beside the live camera. It was a pretty. They got pretty good. They got some really nice setups and everything for their content creations. Ones that I admire. And I learned. Well, now you know. I think that's how they did that. They do those verses. It's pretty. I thought it was going to be some. I think the first one wasn't so good, and then everybody in the industry all came together on that one, and now it's this classic, like one of those classics. I think it's enough Rose, enough Rick Ross in the mink. There was Tyga. Then you got these minks. I don't mind this one. He's a white mink. Rainy in the mink. What about any videos of any minks? Nippy little mink. A nippy little bug of mine. Nippy little mink. A year on the mink farm. I can imagine a mink drinking milk. A year on a mink farm. I never been on no gosh darn mink farm. What do they do? Make minks so you can buy them? Breeding minks. Mink fur harvest. American mink. This one's a wild mink. They get big. Reminds me of a mix between a beaver, an otter, and a cat. Yep, that's how my cat looks. Domesticatable. History of the fur trade. I like that too. Canada Mink Breeders Association. There's a whole Canadian Mink Breeders Association. CanadaMink.ca. Canada Mink Breeders, founded in 1952. My neighbor has a mink. She's got a white mink. And I remember the first time I ever seen that mink. It ran over to me. I didn't know it was going to be running over to me. And it ran all the way over to me and it was smiling at me. The mink was smiling at me and everything. So meet our ranchers, Canadian family farms from coast to coast. Catherine Moore's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Farmers profiles, you see the farmers. She reminds me of my aunties. I got a lot of aunties like that. Well, maybe she is my Canadian auntie, one of them. Mink industry in Canada. The value of Canadian fur exports topped 400 million in 2017, with mink produced on more than 200 farms across Canada. More than 60,000 Canadians work in various sectors of the fur trade as trappers, fur farmers, crafts people, and other support sectors. The CMBA work. That was Mike Buddy.